You work so hard, you make good money, and when that paycheck hits your account, you feel a wave of relief. But then week by week, it just seems to disappear. By the end of the month, you're looking at your bank account with that familiar sinking feeling, wondering where did it all go. You start to question if you're just bad with money, and that shame starts to creep in. But what if I told you your money isn't missing? It's simply waiting for you to give it a God-given assignment. You've probably prayed, Lord, I know I make enough, so why do I always feel broke? You weren't reckless, but the money vanished anyway. Here's the good news. Your money isn't lost. You just need God's plan for it. I'm Theresa, a certified financial coach and YNAB coach, and I help women organize their money God's way so that they can finally ditch paycheck-to-paycheck stress for good. The world tells you a convincing lie. If you feel broke, the solution is to just make more money. So we chase the promotion or start the side hustle, believing a bigger income will magically solve everything. But here's God's truth. More money doesn't fix poor stewardship. It only magnifies it. Think about it. You get a $5,000 raise and praise God. That first month feels amazing. But then a new streaming subscription appears. A few more takeout orders. Before you know it, that extra money is completely absorbed into your lifestyle. You're right back where you started, feeling just as broke, but with more expensive habits. And why? Because the underlying system didn't change. This is where faith must connect with finance. In the Gospel of Luke, Jesus gives us a powerful key. Whoever can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with much. So many of us pray, God, increase me. And God, in his loving wisdom, asks, how are you stewarding what's already in your hands? Our finances are a proving ground for our faithfulness. The Bible has over 2,300 verses about money. It's clear God cares deeply. The path to much always starts with being faithful with little. So if you're not being reckless, where is the money actually going? It's being snatched by 3 invisible thieves that work on autopilot when your money has no plan. And the first thief is convenience. It's the DoorDash on the way home, the one-click Amazon buy, the daily coffee run that feels small but adds up to hundreds. Proverbs 21:20 says, the wise store up choice food and olive oil, and fools gulp theirs down. The antidote to convenient spending is intentional planning. The second thief is emotion. This one is sneaky. It's the, I had a bad day, I deserve this dinner out. It's the retail therapy that gives a temporary high, but a lasting financial ache. The Apostle Paul wrote in Philippians, I have learned the secret of being content in any and every situation. True financial peace comes from finding contentment in God's provision, not our circumstances. The third most powerful thief is invisibility. This is what leaves you scratching your head at the end of the month. The dozens of small, untracked purchases and forgotten subscriptions. Money that isn't tracked isn't seen. We have to accept this bold truth. Unplanned money will always become spent money. The only way to defeat these thieves is to give your money a job before temptation clocks in. Does this sound familiar? You get a burst of energy. This is it. I'm finally going to budget. You download an app and for a week, you feel powerful. But then life happens. An unexpected bill arrives that wasn't in your perfect plan. The budget feels broken. You feel like a failure. The shame rushes back and you think, see, I just can't do this. You quit and the cycle starts over again. Here is a truth I need you to hear. I want to pause here for just a moment because if you're listening right now and money feels heavy, you are not alone. So many women and couples tell me we're paying the bills, but we're still living paycheck to paycheck. We're carrying debt and we don't know which move to make first. If this describes you and you don't need a long-term program or a 3-month commitment, my Clarity Consultation program is designed just for you. This is a focused conversation where we look at your finances, identify what's keeping you stuck, and you walk away with clear, practical action steps you can take right away without it being time-consuming or so overwhelming. If you're ready to stop guessing and start making progress, click the link in the description to learn more. Now let's get back to it. You didn't fail. The world system failed you. Most traditional budgets are built on restriction and perfectionism. They don't leave room for real life, for human error, or for grace. This is where our faith gives us a massive advantage. God is interested in your stewardship, not your perfection. His system is built on grace. That's why the starting point for a financial plan that works isn't cutting expenses, it's an act of worship. In Malachi 3:10, God gives this incredible invitation. Bring the whole tithe into the storehouse. Test me in this and see if I will not throw open the floodgates of heaven and pour out so much blessing that there will not be room enough to store it. The tithe, giving the first 10% back to God, is the ultimate act of faith-based financial planning. It breaks the grip of fear and declares that God, not our bank account, is our source. This single act of trust reorients your entire financial world and puts Him at the center, which is the only way to break the cycle of shame for good. So how do we create a plan that actually works? It's a zero-based budget. This simply means you give every single dollar a job before the month starts. Your income minus your giving, saving, and spending must equal zero. This is God's blueprint for clarity. Here is the 3-part framework. First, know what's coming in. You need to know exactly what's coming into your account each month. Proverbs 21:5 says, "The plans of the diligent lead to profit as surely as haste leads to poverty." Second, give every dollar a job. Before the month begins, map out where every dollar will go. Start with the tithe, then list your essential expenses: housing, utilities, food. Then plan for savings goals, payments, and yes, even for fun. As a certified YNAB coach, I can tell you that apps like YNAB or Every Dollar are incredible tools for this. For example, let's say your take-home pay is $4,000. Add $400, rent or mortgage $1,200, utilities $200, groceries $500, car and gas $400, extra debt payment $200, emergency fund savings $300, personal spending and fun $300, miscellaneous $500. Your $4,000 income minus $4,000 in expenses equals zero. Now your money has marching orders. Third, build your financial defense. A wise steward builds a defense against unexpected expenses. Start by saving $1,000 for the emergency fund. This isn't an investment, it's insurance. It's the buffer that keeps a car repair from becoming a credit card crisis. Once that's in place, you build it up to 3 to 6 months of essential living expenses. Saving is no longer something you do. If there's money left over, it's a non-negotiable job you assign to your dollars. When you operate with a plan like this, fear fades and confidence grows. For years, you may have believed the lie that you're bad with money. That was never the truth. You just needed a blueprint, a God-given plan. Imagine looking at your bank account a year from now and feeling not confusion, but the lasting peace of a faithful steward. You don't have to walk this journey alone. Let's start now. In the comments below, answer this. Where does your money seem to vanish the fastest? There is no shame here, only community. And if you want to take this conversation deeper, I personally invite you to join my Financial Clarity Room. We meet on the first Monday of every month from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Standard Time via Zoom. Click the link in the description to join me. And for more practical steps for God's financial plan, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. In our next video, we're breaking down the YNAB budgeting style so you can determine if it's a good fit for your life. Finally, if you're ready for a complete roadmap on financial self-control, my book, Living Within Your Means, is your step-by-step guide. You can find it on Amazon. Remember, your money isn't missing. It is waiting for its God-given purpose. It is waiting for you to lead it. Now go lead it, and go lead it well, and I'll see you in the next video.